We've been talking a lot about Major League Baseball and all the different pride celebrations that they're having, the controversies surrounding them, whether it's the Dodgers, whether it's the Nationals bringing out Nancy Pelosi to an empty stadium to throw out the first pitch on Pride Night, Anthony Bass getting released after his comments. But it looks like there's one team who was in the headlines for all of this last year, the Tampa Bay Rays, who aren't going to be as forceful with some of their Pride Night promotion. Rays Pride Day event will have a different look this year. Under a new MLB directive, players won't wear rainbow-themed caps or uniform patches, which led to controversy a year ago. The Rays' annual Pride celebration Saturday at Tropicana Field, so this happened yesterday, will look different. A recent Major League Baseball directive caused the Rays to drop their initial plan to wear rainbow-colored patches and logos as they did in 2022. The plan created some controversy. Most players participated, but several opt out by removing the sleeve patches or wearing the regular white logoed hat. It led to discourse, blah, blah, blah. We were here for that because we talked about this here on this channel over on Black and White Sports last year. There were several Tampa Bay Rays players who said, no, this is bullshit. We're not going to wear this. It goes against our religion. We're not hateful, but we're just not going to support this type of lifestyle. They ended up getting attacked. It did lead to a lot of fucking division. Spoiler alert, that's what all these Pride Nights lead to. That's all that they do is push division. Hey, if you don't stand with this thing, then you're a bigot. If you don't endorse this lifestyle, well, you're just a bigot. And it looks like the Rays are going a different route now based on these new Major League Baseball restrictions. But this is a good thing. They shouldn't be wearing this shit on the field, to be quite honest with you.
Right. I believe it was 7 players last year that were vocal. If these teams want to have Pride Nights, I don't believe that they should be putting the players in a position, because normally this stuff happens like in the NHL. All that stuff was happening before the game, and it was all this virtue signaling. We're gonna have the Pride hockey puck. We're gonna have these Pride warm jerseys. But when the game starts, oh no, Pride's over with. When the game starts, we don't actually want our players to actually wear this stuff, because it'll be controversial. If they actually made players actually wear the stuff during the game, you would actually have, I believe, players refuse to actually take the field and play. That's why I believe you don't actually see players wearing any Pride stuff during the game for that reason.
We saw this in NHL this year as well. You know, we saw a lot of players that refused to wear the warm-ups that they were supposed to do. They ended up getting called all sorts of names. But that led to teams like the Chicago Blackhawks saying, all right, we're scrapping that, because we know there's some players that are going to sit out. We know they're going to get attacked, so we're just not going to do it all together. And I hope we see more stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what happens when teams in the league try to force these players to do this, and they, don't necessarily stand up for it. It's one thing if the individual wants to, wear a customized piece of equipment, like whether it's an arm sleeve or batting gloves or whatever it is, like a rainbow sweatband. That's their choice, and maybe they can do that if the general manager and the owner are okay with that, which looks like most of them are. They're pushing it, but to have like a league-wide or a team-wide uniform change for this Pride stuff, yeah, you're gonna see players revolt, and that's why a lot of teams would just rather not do it. They don't want to put their players in a bad position.
I am loving the pushback, honestly. I think all of these different celebrations, all this stupid stuff that they do, all it does is push division, and people are there to watch sports. That's the bottom line. People aren't there to watch them prance around in rainbow-colored uniforms. They're not there to see some drag queen freaks do an all-ages drag show during the seventh inning stretch, right? They are there to watch baseball. At the same time, you go to an NFL game, you want to watch football. Basketball, you want to watch basketball. That's it. That's what sports are all about. Stop trying to inject all this other bullshit into it, because it's nonsensical, it's not necessary, and it's driving fans away.